Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A gain of 3, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen. Harris.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. 2nd and 4, they could still get a first down without scoring.
Harris running straight ahead. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This just a 24-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From the 6.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Drake. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake.
Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Huntley.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On first down, Huntley. That's taken in by Duvernay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on first down, Huntley. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again.
Open man is Duvernay.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, but to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Drake one more time on second down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to Drake. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Demarcus Robinson, 49 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off play action. Pickett.
He'll buy some time right. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chuck Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. They hand this off to Harris. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Pickett back to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
From the 27,
Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. On 2nd and 7,
Pickett.
eluding the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Yeah, they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll try to run with Harris, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Ravens with possession of the football but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw on second down. Huntley, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a run up the middle with Drake. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest where the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and that will keep this a 4-point game. But just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Pickett now on first down.
And that's complete. It's Sims.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
From the 29, Pickett. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
To throw, Huntley.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Huntley to throw.
Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Drake. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. On the option, here's Drake.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
3 yards remain for second down.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes
Huntley.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Here's Huntley.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There